Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a concept that is absolutely at the heart of modern software design. It's the foundational principle that, honestly, makes our entire digital world possible. We're looking at the mechanics of simplicity, specifically understanding Java abstraction. If you've ever wondered how developers manage millions of lines of code without getting completely overwhelmed, well, this is the secret. Okay, let's dive into this.
Let me start by asking you a quick question. Do you know what actually happens inside your TV when you press the remote? I mean, think about it for a second. You sit on the couch, point that little piece of plastic, hit power, and boom, your screen lights up. You press volume up, and the sound instantly kicks in. But do you actually know the exact sequence of infrared signals or the microchip processing or those circuit board relays firing off inside that plastic casing? Yeah, probably not.
And honestly, you don't need to know. Notice the stark contrast here between our experience and reality. On one hand, we have the interface we interact with, these incredibly simple buttons like power and volume. On the other hand, we have the immensely complex workings completely hidden away from us, the internal TV mechanics. If you had to manually connect wires or totally understand circuit boards just to change the channel, you'd probably never watch television. Hiding that internal complexity is exactly what makes the remote so incredibly useful to us in our everyday lives.
Now, this beautiful, elegant concept of hiding the messy stuff actually has a formal name in computer science. It's called abstraction. Take a moment to just let that sink in. Abstraction simply means hiding complicated details and showing only what is strictly needed. This isn't just a convenient design choice for your home electronics. This is a foundational rule for building almost everything in our modern world. It is literally the bridge between human usability and technical complexity.
Section 1. How Java uses abstraction, moving from remotes to code. Let's move to, and see how this builds.
Believe it or not, Java programming uses the exact same philosophy as your TV remote. In Java, we want to design our programs so that we only show the important actions to whoever or whatever is using our code. We want to showcase clean, clear actions like start, stop, or play. The person using the code sees these simple commands, just like the clearly labeled buttons on a remote control. Meanwhile, we completely hide how these actions actually happen inside the program. The messy logic, the complex calculations, those database queries, all of that is intentionally tucked away out of sight.
So, how does Java actually pull this off mechanically? Well, it gives developers two special tools to create this abstraction. The first is an abstract class. You can kind of think of this as a class that has some incomplete methods. It sets up some baseline rules, but leaves a few blanks for you to fill in later. The second tool is an interface. Think of an interface a lot like the physical buttons on your remote. It's a strict list of rules that other classes absolutely must follow, guaranteeing a power button exists without actually writing the code for what it does.
If the terms abstract class and interface sound a bit heavy or technical right now, don't sweat it. Think of them simply like a rulebook. So the crucial point is, this rulebook tells the program exactly what to do, but not exactly how to do it. It might say, hey, you must have a way to start, but it doesn't care if you start by pushing a button, pulling a lever, or executing some massive math equation. It just strictly enforces the rule that a start action must exist for others to use.
Section 2. From cars to code, a simple story example.
To really lock this concept in, let's step away from the TV remote for a second. We're going to take a physical concept you're intimately familiar with and map it directly onto a real Java code snippet. Your car. Did you know a modern car runs on over 100 million lines of code? If you had to understand all that just to drive, you'd literally never leave the driveway. When you get into your vehicle, what's your role? You simply turn the key or push a starter button and you press the accelerator. That's your interface. That is your abstraction layer. But look at what's constantly happening inside the car. The starter motor cranks, the engine works, fuel burns at rapid rates, and thousands of intricate metal parts move in perfect, explosive synchronization. You don't see any of that. And honestly, you don't want to see any of that. You just see turn key, car goes.
Okay, let's look at how this exact car scenario looks when translated into Java code. Step 1, we set up the abstract rule. We create an abstract class called vehicle with the code abstract void start. Notice how there's no actual code for how it starts here, just the pure rule that a vehicle must start. This is our rulebook in action. Step 2 is the child class. We write class car extends vehicle. Here we finally define those hidden details, writing the internal code that actually does the work. In this case, printing car starts with a key. Finally, step 3, the main class. We create a new car, but treat it simply as a vehicle, and we just call the command v.start.
Look very closely at that final step, specifically that tiny piece of code, v.start. And this brilliantly illustrates the entire focus of our explainer today. By typing just those few characters, we execute the command. We just use it. There is absolutely no need for the main program to know the internal details of how the car started. It just commanded the vehicle to start, and the layers of abstraction handled all the heavy lifting behind the scenes.
Section 3. The Power of Simplicity. Why Abstraction Matters.
Zooming out from specific lines of code, you need to realize this isn't just some neat organizational trick. To summarize our core takeaways from the source material, abstraction in programming is exactly like saying, press a button and it works. It empowers you because you can use incredibly complex things easily. You don't ever have to worry about how they work on the inside. If a teammate built a brilliant, highly complex physics engine in Java, you don't need to understand their thousands of lines of complicated math. You just need the start command, and you can instantly harness all that power for your own project. That is the ultimate secret to making programming accessible, simple, and scalable for massive teams of developers around the world.
Abstraction runs our entire programming world and, by extension, our entire digital lives. So I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder today. What complex systems are you using right now at this very second without even knowing it? From the screen of the device you're watching this explainer on to the massive cloud servers delivering it to you across the globe, abstraction is hiding the chaos and handing you the controls.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.